Hey everybody, this is Dustin, RV Specialist. And so we're looking at a unit for a customer. It's brand new, Winnebago View 2024. Just going over like all the things that we found on the inside and outside. We like Winnebago. There's going to be some things I'm going to nag on them about. There's very little sealant around anything. It may be up underneath it, but on the surface, there's nothing that's behind the side moldings, the compartments, to cap seal it around a lot of the lights, or a lot of around of the items. There's nothing, there's, a little bit, but there's nothing on certain items. Nothing on the transitions and stuff, nothing here to keep water from getting back past this level. So, there's some overspray and stuff on the doors up top. There's some things that are, that aren't butted all the way up against the top, like the rain gutter. There was a plumbing vent that was on the roof that was off. There's some areas on the roof that wasn't sealed correctly. There was, none of the clearance lights have got any sealant around them on the body. Try not to get the license plate and all that kind of stuff in here for you guys. But, overall, it's a beautiful coach, but it's just the attention to detail, the little stuff. So, as we're walking it, we see stuff like the slide out topper awning. It's got to cut in the material of it. There's tape that obviously the manufacturer put on there for a QC that they didn't finish. There's also holes in the top corners of both sides of the slide that just literally run through into the box. There was, like how these two screws are recessed right here. There's a screw up here that's not ran in all the way on that top bracket. Just a bunch of little stuff. I don't know, maybe I'm nitpicking, but you spend this kind of money, you expect it to be right. So far, we can't get the generator to fire up, and so we're still messing with that to see what's kind of going on it. I'm going to move my ladder here closer, and I will show you what I was talking about on the roof earlier. I have another video on that too. But as I came up here, I was looking at like all the putties, over the paint where they painted over the top of it, and putty that was bled out, and areas that aren't sealed very well, and sealant that's missing on this side compared to the other sealant that's on the wiper seals, areas that could have been sealed a little bit better, sealant that's bled out on the slide out. None of this stuff was removed or cleaned up like it could have been. Holes, things that aren't sealed. Here, same thing, sealant's thin, if not, missing. When you go up on top and you look at the quality of it, see how they just completely drizzled whatever they drizzled, that round looked like a moon across, and then it just got worse and worse and worse, and then they came back and made more of a mess here and so on. So that's all been painted over, and it's even had lifted up a little bit in the front. And I don't know why they didn't come up here and fix that before they painted it. Some of the radiuses and stuff, there's overspray here, but if you look at my hand and you see where the paint is, as it travels down, it drops in the center, it drops further on, and then really dives off back there towards the slide out. So just the quality, we can do better, guys. Putting black sealant on top of the skylight, on the side edges, and not going back and cleaning it up or wiping it off. Just different little things, stickers on the vents. There was a plumbing vent on the other side that was loose. They used patch tape, they used, Turn-A-Bond tape, basically, or whatever brand, to secure the skylights down with, which that's fine too, but they feel like they're loose in a couple spots. You can see that this thing had set open for a minute.
Okay, Zachary, you should be good to go.
Because of the dirt that was collecting up top of it. But just, it irritates me when you care for folks and, they have a situation where they have two units and they end up, sorry for my radio in the background, and they end up having to get rid of two units for reasons and go and purchase a Class C so that they can continue with this lifestyle. And then they bring it in and they pay you hard-earned money to have us re-inspect it. And then we find stuff, you know, that like, how come the dealership didn't find that? You know, how come the windows don't have any sealant on them? How come there's stuff on the slide outs? How come there's little paint spots that are not correct? It just kind of irritates me. So just things that aren't tightened and loose and whatnot. There was a bunch of stuff inside too that was like that. You know, things that were missing screws or not tightened down. I'm going to block this for a second while we walk past. Trying not to get the license plate in there. Inside, it's a beautiful little coach. It's got one of these newer floors materials in it and one of the beds, but they didn't finish getting the plastic underneath. They didn't finish on, you know, when they did their walkthrough or PDI, they didn't finish getting like the plastic off the refrigerators unless they left that for the owners. There was some issues that I found with the cabinets. Like this one only has one screw up here when all of the rest of the hinges throughout the whole entire coach all have two. And it was just kind of a little bit more flimsier that I noticed. There's marks up here on the roof. There was, you know, dirtiness up here, which obviously the customer's not going to do that. It's brand new. There was like a sticker or something they had here that's all sticky that didn't get removed. You know, photo tapes that are coming loose. I just laid it back down, but the odds are it'll probably come back. You know, this cabinet in here, they didn't secure the brackets very well on the back. You can see where they missed the holes and it popped loose. So just little stuff. You know, mainly the backsplash on this side is loose. You can see how I'm moving it back and forth. So just a bunch of really little things, but it's just me, you know, I'm nitpicky. So, you know, try to treat it as if it was mine. You know, there's a latch underneath here that's for the access for the furnace door, and it's not put on far enough back to where it's gonna hide the wood that's exposed. There was a seal underneath that's coming loose on the screen, you know, on the track up there behind the window. Just, you know, there was more little things than that, but these are just some of the things that I wrote down. The tech also wrote down some too. Me and Terry both looked at it together. So, you know, little imperfections, things that got bent when they put it in and whatnot. And sometimes that just is what it is. It can't be corrected, but overall it's a beautiful coach. It's a lot more modern, newer designs. So anyways, stay tuned for more, and we hope you enjoy this. If you haven't already joined our Winnebago RV in the owners group in the RV shop with Dustin, we encourage you to do so. You know, so no matter if we're working on something or we're doing a repair, you know, or we're doing inspections or whatnot, we're taking and doing videos and things to try to help the RV community out, to let them see that what we're seeing, what we're having to deal with, and, you know, also to, you know, help the industry, and then to, you know, kind of call them out. Hey man, you know, you forgot something, double check it. And if the manufacturer's messed up, no big deal. It's under warranty, you know, hit up. That's where the dealer comes in. The dealer should be catching all this little stuff and turning it in. And so if the dealership's not catching it, you know, it's like a marriage. It's like a husband and a wife not agreeing. So, you know, come on, dealers, catch it. If not, I'm going to catch it. And so, you know, then we're not going to put it out there to shame you, but come on, we can do better. So anyways, stay tuned for more, and we hope you like this, and have a great day. Thanks so much for watching.